Hello, this is Listen.
Teacher Chatter.
This is Robin.
And Jill.
And we're back 2 weeks in a row.
And eternity to go.
Dun, dun, dun.
You know what, though? That would be quite the deal. Eternity to go.
You know what?
Wow.
You know what? I would love to do this in heaven with you, so that's okay.
I don't even know. I don't know what to think about that part of it.
I don't think it's a possibility.
I don't think that's what's going to go down.
I don't think that's how it works.
No, me neither. Me neither. So, I am going to pass the torch to you to start this week.
Oh, man. Okay.
Yeah, highs and lows.
Highs and lows. Well, you know what? I was having a hard time thinking of a low.
That's good.
Yes, but then I remember last night, my husband loves YouTube. Like, he can find anything on YouTube.
Has he subscribed to our channel?
You know what? I don't know. I'm going to check, but I'm going to guess no, but we'll see.
Because he's even on one of the episodes.
Oh, I know. No, he's not on one of those.
Yes, he is.
Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah. I'll have to check with that.
Okay.
But anyway, he has found a channel that shows old documentaries.
Oh.
No, I'm talking like 1950s, 70s.
Black and white.
Some are black and white. Some are, he literally last night, and you know what? I like to watch murder mysteries where they're chopping people up in little pieces,
Great. Good to know.
So then I paused that. And so then we transitioned to documentary. So it's very well-rounded family we have.
You're well-rounded.
So I usually just try to read while he does that. So it looks like I'm being supportive, but really I'm enjoying my book. But I'm there with him.
Yeah. Togetherness
in the one room. But he called my daughter in yesterday and made them watch the crash test because she just got her permit, where they put like fake dolls in the back and they have a wreck. And it's like way back when I was in driver's ed, it was like 30 years old back then.
Yeah.
Like those videos.
He made her watch those videos?
And then he pulls up like about a pig farm, and this farmer loves his pigs, and it's a whole thing of how he feeds them. I mean, it's so boring. And I told him, I was like, this is actually embarrassing that you would look this up and you watch this and find this fun. And it's just torture. Mm-hmm. He's not 80.
Well, you did say he has a lot of gray hair.
And he does like I hate you. So anyway, the lows is just watching those documentaries. They're torture. It's torture.
Yeah,
actually.
I'm glad I'm not a part of that.
Feel free to come over.
No, that's
I'll leave when you come, but you can sit there and watch it.
And then I can read a book.
Yes, I'll read my book for you.
I'll just take your spot and he won't know.
He probably would, so you're good.
Robin, did you see this?
Yeah, see, I don't even think you need to talk. He doesn't need you to talk.
I got a good curly-headed wig. Okay, we'll try it out.
Anyway, my high this week is my air conditioning's fixed in my room.
It is. So we're in here.
Good.
It's so much better.
And so they came right away and they fixed it. And it just,
Did they wear a cape like they were Superman?
Well, you know what? The best part is they came when I was at lunch. So it was like a gift when I got back. I walked in and I was like, is it cold in here?
Oh.
It feels so good. And so like, it's really cold, I know right now, but I don't want to touch it because I don't want to mess it up.
No, you don't touch it.
So I just
Let
leave
me
it
tell
on.
you, don't touch it.
I'll put a sweater on.
Yeah.
I'll wear a parka.
Yep.
I've always wanted to use that word, parka.
Yeah.
And so
Do you have a parka?
No, I don't know what that is. Is it like a jacket? Or is it like what's a parka?
I don't know.
I think a parka's a jacket.
Yeah, sure.
I got a parka.
Okay. Wear it. Keep it here. That's what I did.
I did too.
Okay.
So anyway, that's my highs. So what's your lows and highs?
Okay. Well, I'm going to start.
Camping?
I'm ignoring that one, but yes, I did. But I'm not going to talk about it because I talk about it too much. I'm going to go with my high first.
Okay.
My high this week is that my sister-in-law actually just opened up a business called Urban Ground. Shout out.
I haven't been there yet, but I think today's the first day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they just opened last Thursday.
Oh, but I think today's the first day for everybody.
Because we go on Mondays. People won't listen to this.
I was like, what?
I'm really blowing your mind right now. This is the part that I will edit out. But YouTube, it's special for you.
I was like,
yeah,
I know I'm just reading off. Okay, yes.
Yep. So it opened last Thursday.
Yes. Okay.
But when I say about it being my high, I think it's mostly just like in celebration of what they've been able to accomplish and like getting it together and seeing it all to come together. And she even has, I don't drink coffee, but she has drinks in there that I like.
Oh,
and
what do you like?
There is it's going to sound weird.
Ugh.
It's called a beetroot latte, but it tastes like cinnamon deliciousness. And it just feels good. And it's kind of like got a pink color to it.
I'm not very brave, so.
You would do it. You do it. I'll like get it and then you can try it.
Okay.
But I think for me, and just thinking about like a high in general, is seeing people in your lives like work really hard for something and then be successful at it. And I told her that I'm like, a lot of times I think for my kids, they see mom and dad go to work.
Yeah.
And they don't see really they do, but they don't really see what you're doing all day. And I think sometimes people think that like our gigs, like I've had a student tell me their parents had real jobs that were hard and I didn't because I just talked to kids all day. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, thanks for trying.
Right. But whenever like growing up, I saw my dad working on the farm and working for the money that was coming to our house and providing us in that way. And so it's just been, a work of love for them to put it together and just to see it all come together so cute. It just, I think too many times like people see things as competitions or something. I'm like, we just need to celebrate. Like that's a high for me this week just because they're being successful in it and having a great time.
So. I can't wait to go. Yeah. And you can plant things there, can't you?
Yeah, it's cool. It's great. Got a plant lab that you can do.
I love it.
Mm-hmm. So shout out to them. They're very cool.
That's exciting.
What's
their name?
Urban Grounds.
Urban Grounds.
My low for the week. We have baby chicks that are going through a awkward teenage phase. I don't know if you know this about chicks.
I don't know much about chicks.
They start out cute and fluffy. Then they like have some fluff and some feathers come in and they just look awkward for a while. Like sometimes teenagers look a little bit awkward for a little while. Love them.
No, but they go through an awkward stage.
So our chicks, they have this little outside place that they hang out. They have like food and water, and it's basically like they've got a cage because, we can't just let them go crazy all by themselves. But then like I let them out in our little garden area and they hang out and they fluff in the dirt, all this stuff. So I had let them out and felt really good about it. Like they were hanging out. I leave and I'm like, go and do some things. And then I was thinking about going to check on my husband who was busy working on stuff. And I was like, yeah, I'll do that in a minute. I better go check on the chicks because they've been outside for like an hour or two in their little area. So I go out there, check on them, and they're like, what's up, homegirl? And I was like, just seeing if you're doing good. And they're like, we're fine. In fact, we're ready to go back in. So they make their little way in, and I close them up. And I'm like, man, I wonder if I should let them hang out more, like outside. And I'm like, nah, because we got things you got to go do. I walk away. And as I'm walking away, I'm probably 20 feet away from them. And all of a sudden I hear our big chickens who are right next to them freaking out. So I turn around and there is a hawk.
No.
Yeah, a hawk that has swooped down to try to get our chickens. But it was unsuccessful. So I run that way and the hawk goes away. But the reason, and it's not a really bad low, but I was like, if I had not come out, it would have taken out.
Because they'd be in the open.
Yes. It would have taken out all my little baby chicks.
Oh, that's sad.
It would have been sad. So it's not, everybody thought my chicks were going to die from that story, but they did not.
No.
So it ended up being
a happy ending.
It had a happy ending, but
it was very dramatic.
It was very dramatic. And the low part of it is now I have to be like ultra careful.
Watch for the hawk.
Yeah. It's taken out like 2 of our big chickens this year.
That's awful. Is there anything you can do?
Well, you can't. No. Not with a hawk. That's a federal offense.
Oh, I wasn't thinking that. I was mean like protecting your chicken.
It's a federal offense.
I didn't mean get rid of the hawk. I meant like put an umbrella or something.
Umbrella. We've got like some string across, but they're smart. Those hawks.
Oh, man.
I mean business. So anyway, but they're all good now.
That's a sad story. Yeah. I mean, they're live.
Yeah. But
now you have a worry.
I have a worry.
Yeah.
A little baby
and now
chicks.
I'll worry. So when I get up in the middle of the night and I have to pray, I'll add that to the list.
I pray God for Jill's baby chicks.
I know they're important to you too. Something else.
All right.
All right. So last week we said the worst reasons why it's so hard to go back.
People were going to be like so sad at us, like we're going to go negative on you, but don't worry.
Today we're back with the best part of coming back. The best. The best. We're ready for the best. It's so exciting.
It is exciting. I think once August gets here, I do start getting like my teacher juice. Like starts.
Are you feeling that a little bit?
I am. Actually, I think this week has been my first week. I'm like I'm ready to get in my classroom and start doing some things, and they don't allow me to. Well, now they do because it's Monday. Because it's Monday.
Man, this week's just flying by.
So at noon today,
you can go in.
I can get my keys. Now, the truth is, I actually have a badge that I could sneak in already.
But you're a rule follower.
I am a rule follower, so I have not. So you're welcome, Dr. Russell.
And Dr. Russell, don't worry, because I'm here because I have to be here. I can see that door. I'll make sure.
No!
I'll report in if I see her sneak in.
Snitch. But no, there are super fun things about being back. And going along those lines, one of my things, I am not Robin in ultra like decorating my classroom, but I do like the freshness of getting things together, putting up the border, and just thinking about how you can make it a welcoming place for your students. I, the last couple of years have had plants, and now I'm in the mode of like more plants, and I figured out how to like bud my plants and get even more. So I'm kind of obsessed right now.
Are you good at keeping your plants alive?
Well, my first year it was rough, but I'm going to blame that on COVID.
Yes.
I mean,
everything goes blames on COVID.
Yeah, it was like trying to kill my plants. Last year I was better, and so this year I feel like I'm going to be even better. So I've got. I
wish I was a plant because I love plants, but
I should give you one of my starters. No. You will not kill it. It is like
you
durable.
Don't know me.
Durable.
If you gave it to me and I killed it, I'd feel really bad because you just told me it was durable.
You can have a black thumb and it'll still survive.
Maybe we should take a picture and let you see it.
Yes, let's do that.
Maybe it's look like a little experiment.
Let's do an experiment.
Okay.
Okay, I will gift you one.
Okay, I hope you don't make it over here to me. All right, my top reason is I love seeing friends.
Yeah.
Now, I will tell you, because I get to come back early, I really love it because I've been working really hard.
Yeah.
Well, partly hard.
Really hard. Super
really hard.
Mm-hmm.
So then when my friends get here today, I can visit with them, which they will hate me because they'll be like, I'm trying to sit in my room. I'll be like, I'm here to visit. I haven't seen anyone in so long.
They will not.
But it is exciting because, we have a really fun. It's sad because you won't be a part of this. So,
I feel like you're about to brag.
But this year we came up with this. I came up with this great idea.
Yeah.
That I have everybody send me in our building their walk-up song, and then every Friday before PLC, we're gonna play it over the intercom. And people are going to email me guessing who they think the walk-up song is. And then I'm going to have your name in a drawing if you guess the right person, and you get a prize on Monday if you're right. So anyway, why I'm saying this is this week I sent that out early so people could be thinking while they're at home because a walk-up song is important. You can't just dig that out of nowhere.
You got this idea from the podcast.
I did. Yeah. So I thought, how fun would that be if each person had their own? So anyway, people's been sending me.
Yeah.
And it's like, I get so excited, like hearing from these people I haven't heard all summer. And so now I can't wait to see them today. Whenever they're coming. Some might not come for another week. But when they come, but isn't that so fun?
Yes, I love that.
Feel free to send me your walk-up song. You won't hear it, but I would love to.
Send it and nobody will guess around. Like, who was it?
Jill. Sorry, she's not anymore.
But we, in memory of...
you know what? I'll play it in my room.
She's that teacher getting out of school right now when we're still in here. Oh, man. Good times. I agree. Yeah. Seeing my teacher friends coming back is definitely a high. I actually prefer to come and work on my room when nobody is around.
I know.
Like, when it's dark out.
Yeah.
I want to come up here.
Because you can't, they'll talk.
I can't. I told Sean today, I said, I can't go up there when everybody's up there because I will talk. I know myself. And I will talk with everybody and get nothing done.
Yeah.
And I can't have that.
No.
I got things I got to do. I will talk to you later.
Yeah. I agree. That's how I am too.
So, but friends, yeah. Yay!
I know. That is exciting.
All right. This should be an obvious one. Students.
Oh, man. That's on my
list. No, I love realizing like I'm going to have these new kids in my classroom.
I love that too.
This year I'm going to have more than I ever have because I will have 3 different groups of kids.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, so that's like 60 to 70 plus kids that like I get to be a part of their lives from August to May. And one of the things I love about my new building too, I mean, I don't want to brag because I'm sad about leaving, but it's like a fresh start for the kids.
I know.
Like
fresh start.
And it is a fresh start for all kids, but for that in particular, it's like really forced on them because they're going to go to a building that no one really knows them.
They get to be who they want to be.
Yeah. And so I love that. And I do like for all kids, even when I was in the elementary world a little more, when those kids come in the first, and maybe they think they, have some kind of reputation. And I'm like, not with me.
No. fresh.
You know, and I always tell them, like, you've got a fresh start with me. Whoever you were in the past, it doesn't really matter. Like, and I just love the kids. I know that seems like cheesy, but that's the real thing. Like, I love getting to know them and all those things. So that's exciting. And
I put fresh start, just like I love, you know, especially with my job was new last year. I love the fresh start. There's things I do different this year. Yeah. There's some things I did like I love that I did last year, but I love that fresh start. Mm-hmm. Now this year is kind of new for me and exciting because I get to be with a lot of these kids again. Yeah. And I get to be with the kids going into a class they don't know the teacher. Mm-hmm. I get to walk beside them. Yeah. And I get to be in their corner right from the start. So that's to be like their safe person. Yeah. And so that's super exciting this year that I get to be that person and kind of be their comfort. So that I love that part. But just the fresh start of new kids, do things different for myself. Like I just love that newness of everything.
And I think for teachers, I know there's a lot of teachers that maybe have switched buildings or districts or whatever it may be. Like you also get that fresh start to be whoever you want to be. And I don't know, I think it's just, isn't that kind of what everybody wants? Like a fresh start.
And if you didn't like how things turned out the last year or you didn't like who you were, this is a new beginning. Yeah. And I love that part about it. I love it.
So exciting. Okay. Whoa, you set up a lot of these things. I think I just went over all my list. What else did you have?
Oh, I have. I put I love buying new things. Like I like a new bag for my computer bag. I like to get something new for
new
that.
Bag.
Yeah, new bag, computer bag.
I bought a new bag too, and I'm so
excited. Well, you know what? What's yours look like?
It's stripes, white and black stripes, I think, with like a tan bottom.
Oh, see, the one I want is black and white stripes with pink on top. Oh! And it's so cute. Now, I'm not going to lie. I have a computer bag over there I bought. Yeah. I don't really like it. So we're going to leave that on the damn low, and I feel like it's old. I'm going to get a new one. Listen, when you start school early, you get 4 weeks to start over. You gotta so I'm going to get that. So I like, and I love and I like to get a new outfit for the first few days of school.
For the first few days? Are you going to wear the same outfit? Because you said outfit, but then you said first few days.
Well, I feel like we're starting on Tuesday this year, so I feel like I need 4.
Yeah. But on Friday, you can wear jeans and a T-shirt.
Yeah, but it'll be a new T-shirt.
Does it say listen, teacher chat?
I got 2 of those. So anyway, so I like all that new just and new flare pens. And, I like all that stuff.
Your teacher wish list. Yeah. What do you need on this thing? So on that note, so I did do one of the Amazon wish lists for teachers. And I have had more comments about, I have a lot of candy on mine. People are like, what is going on?
You know what? She's stashing it for her family and herself. No. I've never seen her children have any candy, so be careful when you buy
I laugh because I'm like, I teach middle school kids. Do you know what motivates a middle school kid? If I have a Jolly Rancher, and I'm like,
I love a good
Jolly Rancher. Who knows the answer to this? All the hands will go in the air. Everybody wants that Jolly Rancher. Yeah. You got to do what you got to do.
Hey, I support it. I would do a lot for a Jolly Rancher. Green apple, here I am.
I had a college professor, shout out to Dr. Campbell. Mm-hmm. Actually, probably most teachers in this area had Dr. Campbell for math. And he taught this math class, and it was an educational one. And if you would answer questions, if people were refusing, because college kids, they don't want to. And I was one of those. I was like, I don't really want to work through this. And he'd be like, I have an I love math pencil. And I would be like, all right, I'll answer. And so sometimes if he was having a rough time, people answering, I would look at him and be like, is there an I love math pencil? So it totally worked. For a college kid.
It doesn't matter. Everybody loves something free. It doesn't matter what it is.
It's true. And so I was definitely on that boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this wasn't on my list, but let's go with this. Yeah. How about all those tables they set up at the beginning of the year, like insurance people and stuff, and they have free pins, free bookmarks.
Is that even happening this year?
I don't know, but isn't that so fun? I love that. They give you a bag and you just pile, and half the stuff you don't even use. But the thought of my kids
Post-its. They have some great Post-its.
I know. All those wonderful things. I do love that part. I'll be sad if that's not there this year.
Teachers love things that are free.
That are crap.
You know what? It doesn't matter. If you want to sponsor a teacher and you want to put your company's name on everything, they will be so happy. I still have little Post-its around, and it says somebody's business on it. I use those things like crazy.
I have a pin that twirls around. Has someone's name on it. It's my favorite pen.
See?
I love it.
So if anybody has a company out there and you want to send Robin and I things, we will gladly.
We'll talk about it and we'll use it.
We'll let you know.
And we'll tell people where we got it.
Yeah. And see, that's another great thing about starting the school year.
Yes. See? just keeps on going. Keeps on going.
Oh.
I love, I've been in this district, 20 years almost. This is my 20th year at Ozark. Mm-hmm. In our district.
You're right, eyes. It's fine. Anyway. I can edit anything out.
Oh, man, I'm not used
to it. Just on
back.
YouTube, people know now.
We might need to get rid of the YouTube
channel. Now that it's going to have to say edited version.
I know. Anyway, 20 years in my district. Uh-huh. And I've made lots of friends throughout the whole district. Mm-hmm. And so one thing I love is because even though we talked last week that sometimes going to PDs is kind of tiring, but I love that chance when we all get together and you see friends you haven't seen in a while and like just that chemistry. It's kind of like a family reunion and seeing everyone and seeing how their summer was and how their life's going. I really do love that part.
Yeah.
I love it.
I agree. And what that made me think of was we have an awards a ceremony in our district that we do at the beginning where Krista's texting.
Doesn't she know we're busy?
Yeah, I'm recording here. We have an awards ceremony for teachers and staff members. And I actually really like that in general.
I don't know.
Should I make it an announcement?
Do we or do we wait?
Oh, I don't know.
I think we wait.
Okay. Well, maybe it'll be on our highs the next week because that'll be like boom.
Yeah.
Okay. But I actually love it because one, they always give you like some motivational speech, and I like those. Like,
me too.
I was an athlete, and I say was because I think I'm past my prime with that. But I like the motivational, like, let's go
the
get
music,
them.
The videos. I love it too.
I love that. And what you were just saying, like being around, I get to see people from all the buildings. And it is like, it's a family.
Yeah, it's
unit.
So great.
It's also funny to me though, because when Sean and I go into these places, we probably approach it slightly different.
I can't imagine.
We're both at the meetings, but the last time we went to one, he was like, I kept looking at all these people you were talking about. I have no idea who they are. And I'm like, well, he's like, so I guess they teach with you? I don't know. I'm like, yes.
They actually teach with you, Sean.
I feel like next year we're going to be in the same building and I'm going to have to be like.
They're actually next door to you.
Yeah. Like, so they bring their kids to you on A days and B days. You see them multiple times.
I feel like he's going to come a long way this year because you're there to help him.
Or he's going to go back into admin.
And leave you behind. Either way, I'm going to believe that it's going to help.
Yeah. But I love that too. I love and really like principals do the same thing too. Like you'll go and I don't like all the meetings. So let me just say that. But I like it when it gets to like the motivational, like, here we go. Like, you're going to do great this year. And just being like, yeah. Like,
here's a question for you.
I know what you're going to ask.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Tell me what I'm going to ask.
You're going to ask about team builders.
Yes! Do you love them or do you dislike them?
So here's the thing about team builders. I love getting to know people and doing that part. Like, I love getting together, working. But I do not love it when I have other things I need to do. Like, if I'm needing to set up my classroom, I need that classroom set up before I do all those other things because all I'm thinking about is like, so I'm going to have parents here in 2 hours and I don't have my room done. So that's where I have a...
Guess what? I love them every time. It doesn't matter
you do.
When I hear there's going to be a game, it is like, I don't care if I have everything. I don't care if I have everything to do in my room. Now, I don't want to stay for the meeting, but I want to be there for the game. It's so fun. I love hearing other people. I love everything. But you know what?
I have conflict about it.
But I think more people are like you than me. But I don't understand why, because it's so fun.
Because you have things that you need to do. And like, me too.
It's hard. I have things to do.
Apparently they get pushed to the side when you finish it. Like, or your room's done, Robin.
This year, but in the past. Now there's a good chance my mom and Nancy could have been working in the room while I'm playing the game.
See, that's exactly it. I know. So do you see my eye roll on that? So I do get it. Like I like team builders. I actually really do. But you've got to place them in the right spot.
But listen, there's never a good time because even during the year, someone will be like, I'm ready to be home. I don't want to do it at a faculty meeting.
Do it during a time when we have to be here. And not
like in the middle of the day when you have children?
No. There's other times when we don't have kids and all the staff is here. So on those days, that's when I would recommend it.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
And like, I don't know. Most people, I don't know. I mean, it's tough. I don't get paid to be.
I think 90% of people feel like you do.
Yeah.
But it breaks my heart.
It breaks my heart a little bit because, like I said, I actually and I love people and I want to know about everybody and like I want to know it all. But
I just think
I got stuff to do.
It makes me so sad inside that
I'm sorry.
You're not alone.
Yeah.
But I feel
you're in the minority.
I feel like people are missing out on the fun.
But are they having fun if they're stressed out?
It's all in their head.
Mindset is huge. Yep, I agree.
Anyway.
What else do I love?
Oh, we touched a little bit on this where we kind of last week where you were saying that you were kind of looking forward to not having this, but I love the new theme for the year. Oh, I love it. Listen.
No, we're not talking about that.
It is. I love that part. And you know what? Let me tell you something. Ours is The Adventure Begins this year on ours. And let me tell you, I got this clip art from Etsy. And I have clip art every little adventure on anything. You name it, I have added clip art. I am on every PBIS thing I've done. There's a little van on it because, it's like a VW van.
Yeah.
It's so adorable with little flowers. I just love the theme. I love it all. I love a good theme.
I don't. So we're going to move on. I have nothing else to say to that because I could not add to this conversation. You know what I think people would love that teach older kids? That they get to see their former students. Like the ones that they teach like English 1 and then the same kids sign up for English 2 and
that
they
would
have
be nice.
So like I think being able to continue some relationships, like I'm excited about my new building. My kids are going over where they're with me. So I'll still be able to see them. Nice. And so I'm excited about that. Like being able to continue relationships with former students. Some of my former students are actually now teachers.
Oh man. Are you old enough?
Barely.
Man.
I know. Don't let me fool you.
You're like 22, aren't you?
Thank you. Yeah. It's weird. They're the same age as me. I actually told my students for years that I was 25 and just kept going.
That's my go-to too. Yeah. 25 is a good solid age.
And I told them, they were like, really? And I'm like, yeah. And there's a point where it's not as believable with 5th graders. And I was like, here's the thing. You heard of the Fountain of Youth? Well, like my parents have a farm. There's land and it's in there. And they're like, where's it at? And I'm like, I can't tell you because have you ever seen Tuck Everlasting? People might drink the water too soon and be stuck at an age that they don't want to be stuck at.
And you're not mature enough to handle it.
And you're not mature. And they'd be like, Mrs. Weedle. And so what's great is now I have some of those kids that have gotten older and they're like, are you still 25? And I'm like, I've let it go.
I'm 27.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, no. So anyway, seeing those former students is great.
Now, speaking of former students, which is nothing about what, but squirrel, here we go.
It's fine.
But I have gone to 2 restaurants the last week.
Yeah.
And I've had someone say, are you Mrs. Hammond? And it's been former kids. One's a senior this year and one's a sophomore. And I have to tell you, that's what I love living in a small town. And seeing those and and I laugh because
you called our town a small town and I graduated with 55. Yeah, I laughed at that too.
Listen, I came from a little bit bigger town.
I know.
So, but the funniest thing, the lady, I should have said this as my hi, the girl today that at the restaurant said to me, she said, Mrs. Hammonds, I remember that you would sing that song at the TBI. You remember the RESPCT respect song that were you before you came?
I don't know.
Oh, anyway, there's a song I sing at every assembly, and Miss Gregory wrote it, and so we would sing it. And she said, I can still hear you singing it. It makes me so happy. Isn't that so nice?
That's so sweet.
That no one else at the school ever wanted me to sing it. Yeah. But you know what? She appreciated it.
You know what? Sometimes you just own whatever it is.
And the bad news is I sang it for like 9 years and didn't know the words. And then at one point I'd write it on my hands because, I like to make my own words. And then when I would get it right, I would look over at my first grade friends like I was 5 years old and be like, like smiling like I'm so, and they'd be like.
You mean like how you write down, hey, this is
listen
to yes. Listen. See, I even did it wrong.
So that was, my heart was, I should have totally put that as my high. My heart was happy with that.
Definitely all former or current students say hello to your teachers because it makes us so happy.
Don't hold back. Don't think they won't want to see us. Yep. Come and tell us your name because I had them in first grade, so I did not recognize either one of them.
5th graders changed
but when they told me their name, it actually just made my day, and I look forward to it.
So good. All right. Well, Got some reminders for everybody. One, we are on Facebook. We are on Instagram. Make sure that you are liking the post when you see them, because it makes sure that it pops up even more for you. And as we're getting closer to the school year starting, and once it starts, there will be even more things out there that you do not.
Some exciting things
there
coming.
There is, and you don't want to miss it. And Krista does such a great job of keeping up with all of our crazies. So make sure, again, if you see the post, like it, and that just makes sure that you're not missing anything. And bonus, you can comment too.
And comment really makes us happy.
Yes, it does. I get like,
oh, I love it. It's so exciting.
Yep. And then we also have TikTok. More videos are being pushed out very soon.
Yeah,
There'll be
a couple weeks.
Yeah.
A week? A week.
Yeah, a week. There's going to be a heavy load of things pushed out. So be watching for that. We do have Pinterest. We also are on YouTube. It is.
You may not want to watch that. That's where we make a lot of mistakes, and
it's unedited.
And I probably live with a lot of regrets because it is unedited. So I may
have to start editing ones on YouTube. I don't want to.
I want you to, actually.
So yeah, it's a lively thing.
Yeah.
So anyway, YouTube's out there as well. So yeah, check us out. And obviously we're on any podcast platform, Spotify, Amazon podcast.
Oh yeah.
Your Apple podcast. Like
everything.
Everything.
You name it, we're there.
That's right. And if you don't know how to find us on there, we'll help you.
Ask your child.
Ask your child. They can figure it out.
All right. So this week I came across, someone had posted this picture. I follow a group called Teacher Goals. And it posted this little thing that says, ships don't sink because of the water around them. Mm-hmm. Ships sink because of the water that gets in them. Don't let what's ever happening around you get inside you and weigh you down. And I'm going to tell you a scripture, and then I'm going to talk about it a little bit. This. It says, do not fear, for I have redeemed you. I have summoned you by your name. You are mine. When you pass through the waters, I'll be with you. And when you pass through the rivers, they will not sweep over you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. The flames will not set ablaze. And I just loved this. And I loved this.
Where was that scripture from?
I'll say Isaiah 43, 2, 1 and 2. Mm-hmm. And one thing I loved about this is as we're starting the school year.
Yeah.
And you have your ship. There's going to be people that are negative.
Yeah.
There's going to things that are so hectic and stressed around. And as we set up the room, maybe it's playing the game when you're ready to be cleaning your room.
That was going to come back at me.
But anyway, I mean, there's a lot of things. And maybe it's a person that you work with that's next to you that's super negative. Or maybe something in your life is negative. Do not let that water get in your boat.
Yeah.
Don't let them take away your joy. Because God will walk beside you. He will give you the joy. He will be there for you. So this year, as you're going in, I just really want to challenge you that no matter what's going on around you, you will not sink as long as you don't let the water in your boat.
Yeah.
And so don't let those negativities, those hard things, those things that don't make you happy, take away what God has called you to be this year in your classroom, in your life. Stay strong and keep floating and not allow things to get in there.
And when you were saying that, it also made me think about like having the right people around you, those people that are going to help you get the water out of your boat.
Yes.
Like
start bucking it out.
Yeah, bucking it out, because I know some things just, they start coming in, they start seeping in, and you need those people. And so find those people that you can surround yourself that are going to help you get your positive thoughts back. And they're not those that are just dragging you down, because that'll wear on you so fast.
Yeah.
And really like your social media or the news in different places.
100%.
Like you just kind of got to realize, like you said, what your calling is and where you're headed with that, and have the right people around.
And just think also like what you put in your mind. Whatever my husband loves to say, because he's 80 years old, if you lay down with fleas, just lay down with...
You're not going to say it right.
Whatever. You lay down with dogs, you're going to get fleas. That's it. So anyway, but just kind of like that. So what your mindset, what you're putting in your mind and what you're hearing and who you're surrounding with is what you're going to come out and what you're going to feel. And so it's just a great reminder. Start the year strong, enjoy life, and just don't let the water in the boat.
Absolutely.
If it is, just shovel it out if you have to.
Yeah. There's a time for that.
There is. So...
All right. Well,
Hey,
I wanted to do a shout out to, we've had consistent listeners all summer long.
I know.
We have a solid group of people, and I just, from the bottom of Rob and I's hearts, I want you guys to know how much we appreciate that. We can see our numbers every week with what's going on, and we're just consistently, like, I'm like, consistently these people continue to listen to us all summer long.
And no matter they're busy and like with life, like,
and I get it if you haven't been, but because
I've even skipped one week because I got busy. So I mean, we don't judge. We don't.
No, we
but
do
those that were consistent, it is a huge.
Yeah, and I just want you guys to know, like, honestly, everybody listening, you really have blessed us.
Yeah.
Just knowing that you spent a little bit of time of your week with us, and so we hope that we can just be a little bit of that for you as well.
And we don't take it for granted.
No, we do not.
No.
Every time it's like heart leaping, excited.
Yeah,
so
it really is.
We appreciate you guys.
So you know what? We hope you have an amazing week. And this is Listen.
Teacher Chatter.
This is Robin.
And Jill.
And have an amazing week.
Yep.